Hi Harmony House, how's it going? So this week we are learning about an artist named Andy Goldsworthy, and I really wanted us to learn about him this week, especially because this week we had Earth Day, which is all about taking care of our planet and just appreciating nature. And Andy Goldsworthy is an artist who definitely appreciates nature, and he uses it in his art. What he does is he travels all over the world to different just wilderness sites, whether it's cold, snowy in the mountains, or it's like in the forest with lots of trees and sticks, or maybe at the beach with rocks and sand. And he creates art just out of whatever he finds there in whatever environment he's in. So right now I am in the environment that is the little garden in front of my apartment complex, to create some of my own art inspired by Andy Goldsworthy. And I was also really inspired by something that some of our friends did back at school at Garden of Angels, which was to make these cool little trees using sticks and leaves. So I took some inspiration from you, I took some inspiration from Andy Goldsworthy, and I want to show you what I made and hopefully inspire you a little bit to make your own art project. Now, if you can get outside to do it, that's great, and if you can't, that's okay too. If you have any rock collections at home or stick collections at home, or maybe just grab some materials next time you go for a walk, pick up whatever you can find. And remember, try to pick things up that have already fallen on the ground. My entire project I made with sticks and leaves that I found already on the ground. We don't want to take the plants apart, right? Because we want to keep them healthy. And the last thing I want to remind you is that Andy Goldsworthy's art is meant to be not perfect. It's meant to be temporary. He works with whatever he's got, and sometimes it falls apart. And you know what? That's a part of the process. And what's also part of the process is that his art will fall apart eventually. If maybe it won't fall apart right away, but he leaves his art outside where there's wind and rain and animals, and they fall apart, and that is part of the process. So if your creation falls apart, then that's good. You're doing it right. So all right, I want to show you what I made.